Welcome, international people of the world. We are back again after so long time because the last time we remember it was the 2020 11 20 of November 23rd, the time we made our own Sustainable Development Solutions Network global associations of masters in development practice programs. Over here, this is Mr. Vuyo Sukulwa, our producer of all the media video presentations we've made and all the audio oral presentations we've made in the name of the ICSD 2020 Scientific Committee staff. As we are, yes, the members of the committee staff and members of the Scientific ICD 2020, yes, all our media and audio presentations of professionality, yes, of junior research, intensive skilled knowledge have been produced into the ICSD 2020. We believe that everybody has managed to access, yes, the link of the YouTube presentations of all our researches since we've been invited by the Beta Center in the terms of the organizations of Everbright. Therefore, the link of all the presentations over there in the name of First Company Campus Inc. Yes, Innovation by Designs of the IBD Awards of our nominees as we were nominated from 2018, 2019, and 2020. And then now we are preparing to ensure that by 2021 to 2023, 2026 to 2036, we become, yes, the most incredible, most innovative and creative Innotechs of the global world startups in the name of the VC4A Startup African Ecosystem. Yes, the ICD of our presentations over there are in the YouTube link of the YouTube RL HTTPS ratio, and then you do those strokes of the URL, and then it's youtube.com, another stroke of the small capital letter view underscore all underscore playlists with an S at the end, and then it's the question mark, and then a small n and a small v equal to 1. Yes, again, it is the URL, YouTube URL is https ratio stroke youtube.com, small capital letters, another stroke of that one that goes like that, and then it's a small letter view, and then that is VIEW underscore, and then all, meaning that ALL, and then underscore playlist PLAYRLISTS playlist, and then it's a question mark, and then it's NV small letters, and is equal to 1, yes. Sure, and then you will manage to see all the presentations produced by Mr. Vuyo Sukula over here in terms of all the invitations we've managed to receive during that period of time, and especially the research that was concerning the COVID-19. You will find them on the audio oral presentations when you first download www.shareit.com, and then www.shareit.com, and then you search for the web browser hotspot Kuru Spear, meaning that the web browser hotspot is Kuru Spear, meaning is KURUSPEARE. KURUSPEARE, and then you search for the URL link, which is HTTP ratio, and then another stroke, and then it's 192 a dot, and then it's 168 another dot 168 dot and then 43 dot 43 dot and then it's 1 and then it's a ratio 2999 ratio 2999 and then the URL of the share it is http ratio stroke 192.168.43.1 ratio 2999. I hope you got it. And then over there, you will go to Share It Music. Share It Music and download all the playlist. And then you listen to them very carefully. Others are 4 hours long. Others are 8 hours long. Others are 3 hours long. Others are 10 hours long. Others are 1 hour long. You will depend on how you will share it with all your friends, your family, and all your YouTube friends, all your Facebook friends, all your Instagram friends, all your LinkedIn friends, and all your social networks and social mobiles networks apps. You share it with everyone from your government to your little young brother and to everyone across the global world. Share the social media networks and share it with Share It, and then you go straight to Share It videos, Share It videos, and then for all Apple devices, all the Apple devices can connect to the current network. All Apple devices can connect to the current network, which is capital letter B, a small letter O, and then it's a small letter J, capital letter X, and then it's a dash, and then it's capital letter S, and then capital letter 3, capital letter V, small letter Y, small letter D, capital letter X, capital letter N, small letter W, capital letter Z, capital letter W, capital letter F, small letter Y, and capital letter Z, and capital letter Q. Once again, the last time, the current network for all Apple devices is capital letter B, small letter O, small letter J, capital letter X, dash, and then it's capital letter S, capital letter 3, capital letter V, small letter Y, small letter D, capital letter X, and then capital letter N, and then it's small letter W, and then it's capital letter Z, capital letter W, and then it's capital letter F, a small letter Y, and then capital letter Z, and then capital letter Q. And then the hotspot is Kuru Spear. The hotspot is Kuru Spear for all Apple devices. KURUSPEARE. KURUSPEARE. Yeah, so that is the first information that we are sending out right now before we start with the presentation of today. Therefore, we are really, really grateful that we have managed to reach all the requirements of the Better Center Foundation, that they've managed to send us many emails in the times of the COVID-19, and we've managed to produce the audio presentations for the COVID-19 researches, and we've managed to stay away for a long time, and we've got many interesting to talk about today. This eternity of immortality of spirituality is once again connected to the what? You know it for yourself, Moss. Connected to the yes, you know what? Cape Town Comedy Club. On the Cape Town Comedy Club. On the Cape Town Comedy Club. Yes. Cape Town Comedy Club. We are in the eternity of the Cape Town Comedy Club. Thank you very much. We are taking all the lines to ensure that DW is whether on the way or everybody is on the line. And everybody must believe right now that it is time for Google Live. Google Live over here. And then we are ensuring that the eternity of this most important introduction of today is a dedication from Dr. Xavier Iqbal. Dr. Xavier Iqbal of the what BRICS Council group. Yes, it was the eternity of the Dr. Xavier Iqbal today's, who've been here with Mr. Vuyoyo Visukulwa and all the unity of the graduated, most incredible community citizens of the community townships of Sub-Council 10. Sub-Council 10 has been working very hard in through all the presentations in one unity of one eternity, of one spirituality, of one nativity. We are congratulating all those who have managed to come in as a new residential residents in the Sub-Council 10 when the time that happened to be the time of the trains of Metro Rail has managed to stop since 2019, and then we had a new population that came in, and that population is the population of what Skumbulile West Coast Foundation, Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs, Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs Foundation, and Agri Planet Sisonke Siyangoba Together We Conquer, 1652 Afro Greco 2063 World Bank United Nations, yes, of the Agri-World Agri-Tech, Agricultural Farming and Urban Gardening. Therefore, without wasting no time, because Dr. Iqbal, I believe that has managed to be ensuring that we are capable of proceeding on our own. This is a dedication now to the brand new year of 2023 of Russia. Russia managed to receive the World Cup of 2018, and now 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, the World Cup of Russia. Where will it be? We will be in Morocco or where? Then if it's Morocco, then we are still in Russia. Don't worry, because it is a more the rock ices of what? Of Russia. In 2023, they are planning a space tour. We've managed to receive an invitation over there, and then we will be ensuring that we deliver what all the expected expertise of our greatest intelligence, of our brilliance, of our mastermind map, of our mastermind net, and our mind cyber connections, because we are a generation that managed to study what? Yes, mathematics and physical science to understand all those equilibrium, yes, over there we are in together, back again. Therefore, before we start, let's invite just a few people over here so that we ensure that we are in the right drive over here. The first people to invite over here are the University of Cape Town Graduate School of Business, various departments executives such as Julia Kokana, Simon Kegelbrock, Dion Foster, Kat April, Badria Zolafina, Dorota Bona, Christiana Swart Opperman, Anton Benhard, Rihanna Basera, Hamada Khedira, Khadrina Khodana, and then Vickers Kruger, Tarina Lee Cupido, Kadis Marias, Robert Perezia, Walter Bates. Walter Bates was one of my mentors when we were, at the heart of the UCT GSB. He's the one who managed to connect me to what? To Google Live, so that when you go to Google, you can just type in my name if you know my name, who it is. And then it is Dennis Marias, and then Robin Paranzia, and then it is Greg O'Falatria, and then Nicholas Baker. Nicholas Baker, I believe, from the African United Unions. And then it's Franchias Bonici, one of also my lecturers at the UCT GSB. And then it's Miss Glenda Weber. Miss Glenda Weber is one of my consultants, the last consultants I've managed to gain from the value-based Alan Gray, and I believe that she also managed to receive all the links of YouTube because over there. And then lastly, we are inviting once again Diana Ochola, who is the one managed to proceed with us in all the invitations of the Beth Center Foundation, and then it's African Narman, and then it's Eli Yancanaris, and then it's Sarina McLaren, and then it's Heron Brent, Carlo Vizo, James Voss, Ruth Adams, Samantha Martin, Matthew Kempton, Nigel Titus, and then it's Melina Olsen, and then it's Janet Gier, and then it's Vessel Cornes, and then it's Alan Winder. Vessel Cornes is the recruitment center over there at the, and then it's Carl Poppenham, and then it's Raymond Ackerman, and then it's Sansbok, and then we invite Sakatau, South African Transport Center of Excellence, and the branch from the Cape Town branch. And then without wasting no time, those are the first invited people over there. No, we are continuing over there. Now it's the last 15 minutes, and then I believe that now the camera should turn back because Mr. Producer over here is currently waiting and has been waiting for the whole entire 2 months to proceed. And then really, it's been a hard work of right work of the United Unions of One Earth, One in Nativity of the African United Unions that have been working with us through all the plannings that were happening during the season of this time around. Sure. So, Mr. Dr. Xavier Iqbal, this is a dedication to you to ensure that we carry on with these invitees. Welcome, people of the global world. Welcome to the. I say, welcome, people of the global world, to the Poetry Star Search, Poetry Star Search, Poetry Star Search champion, Poetry Star champion, Poetry Star Search, Poetry Star Search champion from the comedy club, I say Cape Town Comedy Club, Comedy Club, Comedy Club, Cape Town Comedy Club. I am representing, yes, all the youth that is unemployed, unskilled, uneducated, misfortunately drop out of school, those one inside the prison, the disabled people, the old age people, also meaning the young children from the age of 0 and to back to the world of the unborn, world of the undiscovered, world of the uncreated, and the universe of the global planetary globe as the ICSD 2020 scientific committee staff, together as one unity as the what? District 6 of the Dutch East Indian Voltrek movement that began way back in 1652, but I still remember that when the Cape Town Crusaders said it all, what in their #1 track of 2018, that when the 3 ships of Jan van Riebeeck were still worried about the waves, the only thing they were sitting on is at the temple, showing them the direction. And then Kurubete Pythagoras Kuruspia was sitting there next to the Namibian, showing the directions on how to reach what the District 6 of Bootkamp, all the way from Adderley Street. And then if you go to Barak Street, you will never miss Brick Street, because Hartang Street will connect you straight to the Castle Street. And then the Whale Street to ensure that you can't miss what? The international global people of the world sitting at the Cape Town Comedy Club. And then the Central Library is where you had it all when they were doing it, saying to you that Poetry Star, such champion. Thank you very much. That was a dedication to DW. It's still fine. Therefore, we are ensuring that the last person, if you can go to that YouTube link we showed you, and then you find the Cape Town Comedy Club, there is the one that said all that, hey, what, there was this way and that way and that way, but the only way we're talking about, it was what? By making progress possible together in accountability, of trust, accessibility, competence that is caring with great integrity of service excellence. So now let's get back to the reality. At the background over here is the great music from the what? DSTV channel 327. Never forget that. Beautiful songs that are being on the. Everybody must stop. We are over here inviting Miss Jessica Aris Jones of Inyatelo Executive Directorate. We are inviting Miss Fadia Williams, the President of the United Nations Associations of the Republic of South Africa, 1652 to 1815 independency until 2015 200 years bicentenary years of celebration, representing all of us as one in the United Nations as the Western Cape District 6 Griqua towns of the Republic of South Africa, from Cape to Cairo, Morocco to Mozambique, Zambia to Kenya to never choke when I'm telling you about Botswana straight to Senegal. Senegal will take you to Tunisia, where when you come back with Jordan, you will never even miss Togo. Because Niger and Nigeria are not the same when you're going straight to Ghana, because the black stars of Ghana can see everybody at night, whether you're coming from the USA as Ice Cube, and then you will chill, we will see your face. Even if you're holding your gun with the trigger of an ice, I know that you are the Cube. So you never shot anyone when you were here because the black stars were watching. And I know everyone who's creeping, crawling, the black stars of Ghana are watching them so closely, like an eye of a black spider that is chilling right now with you. Therefore, another invited guests are Gail Campbell, of the CEO of the Xenex Foundation, and then is Desiree Sotere, manager of the First Rand Volunteers, and then is Professor Manare King, chairperson of the King Committee of the King 5 Corporate Governance. If it's King 4, then I told you long time ago that Louis XVI is not the one I know, but I truly told you that Louis IV is the one I stroll chick with. But over here during the day when I was writing everything, I knew when the song was playing, from Phil Collins telling us once again that, hey, think twice in paradise. But now there's no paradise when we are not playing any dice. The only thing we want now from the COVID-19 back again is to banish the alcohol. Just banish the alcohol, because the future now is back on track. Drinking on the street, young children holding Hunter's Rise, others holding even Black Label, and others holding Castle beer. Check it all when it was made in 1652 or 1653 or 1413 or even 1818. Where were they? We were there together as one, as the United Nation worlds, even in the time of King Fourth. Who's the King Fourth? And then when we continue, it is the King Committee of the Corporate Governance. We are in one unity with the King Fourth. All the kings, we are in one unity because of our Chronicles of Immortality, or One Passion to Survive. ICD 2020 is one of the playlists you should check in. Check in the playlist of ICDS 2020, and then at the end it ends with Chronicles of Immortality, Passion to Survive. That playlist, it will take you straight to King Fourth Corporate Governance. DW, don't be so far, because you have to give the report back to the president of the US of R. And then if it's the US of R, then we all know that it is Conversation Alpha. So in Conversation Alpha, when the eternity, immortality, spirituality of the president of the US of R was here, everything is still alright. And then we're inviting Dr. Imi Tayez Salaman, the founder chair of the Dr. Imi Sanales, founder chair of the Gift of the Givers. Gift of the Givers, I remember the last time when there was an earthquake happening in Indonesia, the Gift of the Givers were there. We are so honorably and ensuring that in every development that we are doing, Indonesia is part of every development in one eternity of one spirituality. Therefore, Dr. Imi Tayez, the founder chair of the Gift of the Givers, please be ensured that we are still following what is the passionate passion you had about, yes, the Indonesia. And number two, when you also took the train of the Gift of the Givers in Johannesburg to collect all the shacks things over there. We are still planning on how we will build houses in the Johannesburg town, that you took all the shacks over there for all those people who are living there, because you left a gift to them, which is the gift of the givers. But we know that the entire Johannesburg doesn't give anything back to anyone, but we will give them the probabilities of negotiations of our own designs in architecture on how we will build those houses in that gift of the givers train, which is the train that came all the way back from Rhodesia. Rhodesia, we've managed to just Google up Rhodesia back to life in one of our presentations, of the audio presentations that you will find on Share It Music, on those URLs and those Apple current networks we've managed to give in the beginning. There is a one over there when Rhodesia was missing all the way from the songs of the struggle of Nelson Mandela, saying a train to Rhodesia, I don't know where it gone, and then Rhodesia disappeared from all the world economic development, sustainable developments. And then really, when we were talking together here, me and Mr. Vuyo Visukula, our producer over here, one another day in one of our audios, we were talking about Rhodesia over there, and then Rhodesia just came in from nowhere. Talking about BC time, you will find it over there. Rhodesia is back again, and it is another universe or in another continent, because if Asia is a continent, then also Rhodesia is a continent, because Malaysia is a continent. You understand those things? Remember, to structure up Google Earth, just for you Google Earth, if Africa is 50 hectares big, but you'll find out that Austria is 30 hectares big. But you'll find out that USA is 90 hectares big. And then you'll find out that Malaysia is 5 hectares big. That means it's only the diameters and the hectares that are different. It means that all of them are continents. But that continent is in Ireland. But because all of them are Rastafaris, and all of them are in the eye of the Ireland. Understand? Yeah, Ire. And then the Icelands are the ones that we really, really care about. And then gifts of the givers, we are dedicating to everything to you, and all the gifts of the givers we've managed to go around over them. So in this time of this season, there was no gifts for anyone. The only gift they managed to enjoy what is the beautiful sunshine that was missing for a long time in the heart of the city of Cape Towns, of the Griqua towns of every horizon, Amazon, of every place across the global one earth. And then the other invitees over here are the Investec Soccer League and the Field Band Foundation, the Rand Foundation, and the Transnet Foundation. Transnet Foundation is one of the first transporters that we've managed to build all the train station over here and all the houses a long big time ago. And the Transnet moved to tramway before Golden Arrow, and then Transnet was that thing over there when you were calling the train. The first train of Transnet, that's the wheels, and then as if you're pumping up water. That was the first Transnet. And then Transnet disappeared for a long time. And then in our designing time of designs that we've managed to create, also for the Forbes brand new designing of cars, buses, trains, trucks, abnormal trucks, and all those kind of things over there that will carry on in 3 times. We are dedicating them in the designs of Transnet, Transnet to be the first coming back again in the name of the city of Cape Town. Government of the Main Core and the Western Cape government. And then we are inviting over here once again VW Community Trust, and then VW, we have managed to design for you. Also, you have got your own package over there to designs of cars, trucks again, and everything like that, trucks, abnormal trucks, and all those things. We will combine VW with Mercedes-Benz and BMW. So BMW, VW, and Mercedes-Benz will have a one combination of 3 brand brand names to produce one brand name, meaning that they will combine all their current cryptocurrencies investments to sum up all the manufacturings and everything to produce one brand name that will be in a partnership associations of global interventions and relationships of economic and everything like that, as BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and VW to have their own brand name, just like a brand of Forbes. And then another brand was designed for Toyota. Toyota gave us an invitation some time ago in the first 17th of December, if I believe so, that they need a new brand. So the first one is for Forbes. Forbes branding, all the 2,000 investments of Forbes, of the 2020 most richest Forbes people investments, will produce the Forbes brand. Then number 2 is for Toyota. Then number 3 is for BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and VW. And then number 4, it is for Audi, Porsche, and VW again, because I remember some time ago, 1 year later, in Clermont, there was a big corruption that I don't know whether it's a corruption from where, maybe from Johannesburg or maybe from KwaZulu-Natal, that managed to come across in Clermont, because the people from Johannesburg are trying to live in the houses of Clermont and from KwaZulu-Natal, and then there were things that were not connecting very well between Porsche and VW and Audi, and then we've managed now to create the fourth brand for them three, yes, to close that deal for them to begin a new relationship on the way to the 2023 Russia space walk tour. So all these designs are designed for the Russia 2023 space tour and are designed for the mapping of Mars that we were invited to do it again. Another invitee is for Samsung Engineering Academy, Sasol volunteer programs and young engineering scholarships. We're inviting the South African Transport Center of Excellence in Sandsburg. We are inviting Dr. Stuart Theobald of Intelex, executive co-founder chair, because I believe that Beta Center and Intelex were introducing introduction to impact investing in foundations, and we are part of that ecosystem. But yes, we couldn't carry on and sign those affiliations and those relationships because of one thing: we were still finishing up all the required work we were given by Intelex and by Beta Center of the invited the invited list from our email of Gmail. Another invitees over there are Diagesa SA, and then Mondi Healthcare, MTN Republic of South Africa Foundation, Pay As You Go. Never pay anything as you go. The only thing you have to be wise enough to never drink alcohol. So in terms of pay as you go, we want to ban again what alcohol down as the government of the city of Cape Town, government of the Mayco, and government of the Western Cape government, and all the entire youth. Because when alcohol came back after the COVID-19 here in South Africa, everyone went back to the streets. Others became robbers. Others were just getting drunk, and others were living out into the hope. And others were living out into in all the preparations and the connections we've managed to do. Yeah. So those are the first invitees we've managed. Mr. Iqbal, we are sorry for that. Now we're gonna invite other people later. Now let's get to the most important invitees, the international associates and partners of the Richfield Graduate Institute of Technology, such as Mr. Dr. Vincenzo Castigliala, and then Mr. Brian Nicker, and then Professor Zal Firoz, and then Dr. Preven Mahubdeb, and then Professor John W. A. Netting, Director General Europe Business Assembly, JSSE Academy Mauritius, and then the President Academic Union of Oxford, UK, and then the University of Simon Fraser, Canada, and then the e-learning instructor, Harvard University, USA. And then for the e-learning instructor, USA, we have managed to design e-learning for the global world in the name of the Oklahoma Plus and the Africa Plus. Yes, we designed e-learning for the Western Cape Government, Department of the Premier, Better Magazine of 2015, 18 September. Issue 18 was about e-learning for schools technology. We designed them in 2018 in the name of Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs, Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs, yes, and Skumbuli West Coast Foundation. Yes, before now we carry on with the presentation over here in dedication of Mr. Iqbal Ila, we are diving in straight, yes, to all our emails that we are working together with for the Viva Tech team and Viva Tech Dive In. We are inviting the Mark Nesei and companies dive into challenges of cybersecurity, the Tech Leaders Initiatives, the ATOS in identifying and accessing management, the new identifying as a service evidential IDAS, the advanced protections of Google programs, the Titans security keys, and then the orange cyber defenses. We are inviting the Cyber Security Unicorn Club with all its investors and funders. We are inviting the Unicorn Startup with all its 45-paged ecosystem of investors. We are inviting the Unicorn Private Investors, the 45-page list of all the investors across the global world. We are inviting the acronym of Switzerland, and then our ecosystem of development from the city of Cape Town. We are part of the ecosystem of when we applied to study at the capacity tech accelerator some time ago, and then the only issue was that they given us time to grow in innovation and in technology. So we are inviting their initiative of Capacity Cares. Capacity Cares because of all the protections we will give today. Capacity Cares, the public-private growth initiative, which is us, Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs, Skumbuli West Coast Foundation, and Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs. Check into the what? Yes, go into that link of YouTube and go to that link of Share It for the audio. Share It link. You will find all our innovations over there. And then if you need any documentation of, just connect us into our email. We will give you later. And then the Shift Partnerships, it's us. And then the Tech Zict Partnerships, it's us too, together with the Capacity Tech Accelerator ecosystem. We never managed to study over them. We were there in the interview, and then I given all the instructions over them. And then Miss Jenny, I think it's Jamina, was my senior also at the UCT GSB. She told me just to carry on with everything that I learned in the UCT GSB because we are in one unity of eternity and immortality. But we will always remind you of everything happening into the global universe of innovation and technology. So keep on designing, keep on inventing, keep on creating, and keep on connecting with the capacity. And then the next one is the city ecosystem, same team. We are also there. And then the Viva Dive In, once again, our ecosystem, building security trust for innovation and strategies over there. We are inviting the African Venture Philosophy Alliance, the VC4A, unlocking the next startup opportunity. Yes, it's on. And then it's Africa at Tech at Viva Technology. And then it's VC4A Startup Africa Ecosystem. And then it's the VC4A Benefits for Crypto Billionaires Investors. Our ecosystem is already there in the name of Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben of the VC4A is willing to be our mentor. The only problem we have, guys, over here, the global people of the investors of the world, we don't have a computer, we don't have a laptop, we don't have a printer, we don't have anything that will connect. Therefore, before we stop over there into that one, just listen to music over here and then we will come back. Mr. Yovi Sugula is tired over here because he's been listening for so long. We only have 3 minutes now, yes, to stop the first 45 minutes. Do you know why we stop at 45 minutes? Because a period of study in our time when we were students in primary, in the years of the 90s and the 18s and the 70s, yeah, the period used to take 45 minutes. And then the break rings, another period. The break rings, another. And then at 10 o'clock, it's a break time. And then in high school, 11 o'clock is lunchtime. And then in university, 12 o'clock is lunchtime. But a 45-minute break. Therefore, now that was the first introduction over there. That's to clear up. Let's finish up with the invitees. We are inviting the Viva Tech over the People of the World Publicity Group, the International Labor Research and Information Group, because all the researches we've made and everything we have done are dedicated to the International Labor Research and Information Group in all the playlist of YouTube link URL for the department headquarters of the city of Cape Town. And then the African European Digital Venture Group, and then the Germany Corporations, and then the Manuesto Ventures of the Fast Company campus, the Viva Tech Dive In, the European Research Council. Yes, everything has been submitted to the European Research Council too, because our researches were dedicated to them too. And then for the VCA Venture Capital for Africa, yes, and then the capital development for startups in the Agri-Tech Center. Lastly, Intellelex, and then the Beta Center Introduction to Impact Investing for Foundations, the Natural State of Conversation Alpha. You remember that when we started, these are the conversation of Alpha in the 21st millennium of the next period of the 10 decades. 10 decades of development of the ICSD 2020 with 2023 of the Russia Space Tour. Yes, all the innovations we are creating over here and all the developments are dedicated to the Russia 2023, because in 2022 their World Cup will be brought back today, right now. And then lastly, the Government Outcomes Labs International Conference, 5th edition of cross-sector partnerships, outcomes-based approaches and impact bonds. The International Conference of the Sustainable Development 2020, the Beta Center Flagship Impact Investing Africa, the IMP Impact Frontiers, the Shared Value Initiatives, the Omnipotent Power Incentive of Driving Impact in Deal and Fund Structures, and the bizcom.com, bizcommunity.com. We are busy in the business of the business universe, global planetary world. So those are the first invitees before we begin the introduction. Thank you, people of the global world, for the first 45 minutes. So that's the end of the first presentation. Thank you, guys. So Mr. Yovi Sugul over here is pleased with the first introduction, but his eyes are tired now because he's been working very hard. He was in the planning of mapping Mars and the other invitees that we managed to carry on as the youth of the Sub-Council 10, united with Sub-Council 1 to Sub-Council 10 to Sub-Council 24, all the sub-councils of the municipality of the City of Cape Town government, Western Cape Provincial Regionals government, in unity as one with all the Western Cape municipalities, Karoos and everything over there, and the Mayoral Executive Committee in the name of the coming issue. Thank you very much. There's no issue over here. We don't deal with issues because everything is done by law. That's our premier over there saying it with their Beta Magazine Company of 2019, September, issue 34, that their first priority areas are: number 1, economy; number 2, empowerment; number 3, transport and spatial transformation. Transport, we have made designs for that. And then empowerment, we got the empowerment from all the emails and the invitees. Economy is the one we are building because we are the discoverers, founders, and the developers of the new world order of the Wheel of Fortune of year 000 evolution of the mind. And then number 4 is safety. Safety, yes, we're doing safety very well by designing well safety in proportion of the factor of safety. And then number 5 is innovation and culture change. Culture change is this one now. Listen to the beautiful song when we are closing the first minute of the 45 break. From DSTV channel 327. DSTV channel 327.
Oh yeah, make you ricotta, mama Africa, ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah. Everybody ricotta, mama Africa, ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah. This one na sara, the beat is tarantana. You go make you manya. Ines is in manya. This is for people with chalacha, hey. People with kalaka, hey. Nandi walanya, hey. Nandi kalanya, it go make you feel better. This can take away palaba, this can take away wala. It go make you feel Niger. Oh yeah, let's go to Kenya, Rwanda and Tanzania, Togo, Cameroon, Niger, Ghana, Southern Sudan. Oh yeah, make you ricotta, mama Africa, ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah. Everybody ricotta, mama Africa, ricotta, hey. Make you dance, yeah. One sara le, oh sara le, make you dance, yeah. Oh sara le, mama Africa, sara le, make you dance, yeah. Oi, this one not die, yo. If you dey dance, I'm easy, make you no fight, oh. Hey, you go forget your